Hey, so I will try to give you an easy answer to a very difficult question. And so the question is, of course, what's the meaning of life? I think you read in the description of this video. And the answer is that there is no meaning, okay? And the funny thing is that people can live without any meaning, and many people don't even think about that. But if you are thinking about that, this video will be very helpful. For example, I asked my grandma, who was born in 1920 something, what's the meaning of life? And I asked her when she was already 94 years old, I think. And she said, I never thought about it. I was like, oh my God, how is it possible? So I've been thinking about this since I was like a child. And she lived for like 94 years and never thought about that. Well, anyway, so my point is this. Some people don't think about it. So it means maybe this is not critical to know. And now, since you are curious about that, I will tell you that first of all, I I think that life in itself doesn't really have a meaning. Okay, and so I will give you 2 points of view. Okay, the first is my own, and the second one is by a famous person. What's his name? Viktor Frankl. Okay, and I think you should listen or read to his book, Man's Search for Meaning. This book is very famous and well, it's a great book. It deals with the question of meaning of life and of suffering and everything. So basically, how can some people endure suffering and pain and injuries and losses and still be okay, basically? Kind of maintain their life and function well. And while other people in the same conditions, they just give up and die. And so this book is about that. And so his conclusion is that life, actually same as mine, like individual life has no meaning, but the meaning of life is how you use your life. So basically, what your life means for other people, or what does your life mean for the world. Okay, so then if your life has no meaning for the world, then it has no meaning. If it's an important life, so to speak, if it's a good life, and the good life is you help other people and you move some kind of project, or some kind of, yeah, project is the best word for it. You move this project along, that's your meaning of life. That's why you need to live. Okay, so nobody needs to live just for the sake of living, you know. So that is his point of view. Your success is the measure of, is the how to say, side effect of your efforts, and the sense of meaning is the side effect of your actions that help other people. Okay, so that's his point of view, and my point of view is kind of similar to that. I think that yes, and I formulated my own point of view before I learned about his point of view. Okay, so this is kind of, that's why I'm saying this is my own, because I didn't know about that. And my point of view is this: that the meaning of life is to leave a legacy. And what is legacy? Legacy is something useful that the future generations will want to hold on to. And so it's kind of similar to that idea, that this is useful to somebody else. And how I define legacy, well, not how I define, but how what kind of forms the legacy can have is, I say that there are 4 forms. Okay, and You can remember them by the acronym of LIFE, okay, LIFE. And L, living offspring, children. So I have children. Hopefully they will have children. This is one option. I is what are inventions. So basically what you created. Okay. And F is financial. So money, basically. Money and property, something valuable that you can pass on to your children and so on. And E is, what is E? I forgot. Duh. Education. I'm a teacher and I forgot what. Anyway, so E stands for education. So let's try to give an example for each of them. L, of course, living offspring, children, we talked about that. Inventions. Inventions is not exactly what you made, but these are like material things, something that you created. It can be art, can be, let's say, a kitchen table or like a dining table for your family that is so good that even your children and your grandchildren will be able to use it. Or somebody build a house, okay, and the family can live in the house for the next 100 years, for example, or more even. So that is something created, well, invented. I call it inventions, but something that has been created. And of course, financial is kind of easy as well because simple money or valuables, like gold and you understand. This is the simplest one. And education. Education is what you create that will be helpful to other people. Something that maybe you teach other people directly or indirectly, like I'm doing now. Oops. I'm leaving my educational legacy now. I am sharing what I know, what I've learned with you, and now you know it. Okay, so that is my legacy. If I die today, well, today probably this video will not be sent anywhere, but if I die soon, or when I die, this video hopefully will remain, and that will be my educational legacy. So this is my point of view. And yeah, so to sum up, individual human life has no meaning. It's as valuable as an insect. What is the meaning of insect's life? There is no meaning. Humans want to have meaning in things, but there is no meaning outside of human mind. So for that, we kind of have to invent our own meaning and to have a purpose to live. Okay, and that purpose is usually serving other people or leaving a legacy that other people will be able to use. Can be your children, your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, or can be other people. So I will give you an interesting trivia. I'm sure you've heard about Julius Caesar. Okay, so he's famous and he was probably the richest person of his time, but he did not. He had children, but they were killed. Which would you choose? Would you want to be Julius Caesar with a lot of money, power, fame, whatever? Your statues would be everywhere. Everybody would know how you look like 1,000, 2,000 years later, but your children would be killed. Or would you like to be you with healthy children who will have their own children? I don't know. It's up to you. But my point is that there are different options. Okay? And even if you don't succeed, on the global scale, maybe you will be a good parent, and that's still okay. You see, I can tell you so many examples of famous, admired, accomplished people who were terrible parents whose children either didn't survive or they didn't survive more than, let's say, 2 generations or such things. So you see, it's not so clear cut, you see. So it's okay. Anyway, those are my points. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you will use these ideas to create your meaning of life, because you have to create it. It doesn't exist. You can't just take it. You can't learn it. You have to make it. You have to decide for yourself. Okay, and I hope this will help you do that. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.